If you have Meta's Oculus Quest or other VR headsets and you want to capture immersive photos and videos, then check out the Kucam EGO, a 3D camera. The best way to see why is to watch this video in 3D. I shot it entirely with the Kucam EGO. To see it in 3D, just launch the YouTube VR app on your Oculus Quest or other VR headsets. YouTube VR will automatically show this video in 3D. Now, let me tell you why I believe this is the best time to have a camera like this. You see, I immigrated to the US almost 30 years ago by myself, and I don't often see my family who are still in the Philippines. I used to be able to visit them every few years, but the pandemic made traveling harder, so I haven't seen them in person in a long while. Now, a few weeks ago, my sister told me she would be visiting us in LA with her family, which was really exciting. And I wanted to give my nieces and nephew a gift that they would enjoy and which would also help them remember their trip, an Oculus Quest 2. Then I shot photos and videos with the Kucam EGO so they could relive their memories in 3D. Using the EGO is as easy as shooting with a smartphone. Here's the power button and here's the shutter. The power button is also the mode button. If you want to take a photo, just press the shutter. To switch to video, just press the mode button. To start recording, just press the shutter and press the shutter again to stop recording. Kucam EGO shoots at the full HD resolution of 1920 by 1080 per eye at 60 FPS. The high frame rate makes the video feel more real. It's also more detailed than any consumer 360 camera as of May 2022. However, the dynamic range is a bit limited and there are plenty of blown highlights, and the white balance is sometimes inaccurate. The lenses are about 27mm equivalent, which is similar to most smartphones. They are about 65mm apart, which is slightly wider than the 63mm average interpupillary distance. The lenses have an aperture of f1.8, which is reasonably wide, so even with a small sensor, it can shoot in low light conditions without too much noise. Speaking of sensors, it has two 1/2.3-inch sensors. Kucam EGO includes a removable 3D viewer, which snaps to the camera magnetically and stays there with clips. With the 3D viewer, you can view your photos and videos in 3D or use it while shooting to see a 3D live view. Now here's a tip. If you're using the 3D viewer while shooting, then you can adjust the focus nearer or farther using the up and down buttons on the side. To see what you shot, just press the play button and use the up and down arrows to move between the photos and videos. I was able to show my sister and her family their photos and videos in 3D on the spot. Now, you can share your photos and videos even without the viewer. One way is to upload the videos to YouTube or post the 3D photos to a website called Orbix 360. Another way to share your photos and videos is to send the files to your Quest. For details on how to do that or how to add metadata for YouTube, check out the link in the description. So who is this camera for? Besides 3D enthusiasts, I believe this camera would be great for VR headset users who want to capture photos and videos in 3D. Now in that regard, how does it compare to a 360 camera? Now you don't get a 360 view, but EGO does have several advantages. First, it's arguably more immersive than a 2D 360 view because you can see the depth of your subjects. Second, it's much more detailed than most 360 cameras. It can capture more detail than some professional 3D 360 cameras that cost thousands of dollars. Third, it's also easier to shoot with than a 3D 360 camera. 3D 360 videos require a lot of technical knowledge to shoot and edit. Kucam Ego, on the other hand, is a point-and-shoot camera and is less challenging to edit. Now, Kucam Ego does have some drawbacks. First, sharing it with your family and friends isn't as easy as I hoped it would be, because as of May 2022, very few social media services support 3D videos and photos. The only ones I know of right now are YouTube for 3D videos and Orbix 360 for 3D photos. I hope more social media services support flat 3D in the future. Second, Kucam Ego uses manual focus. To get the sharpest image, you have to choose the right focal distance, and it's kind of hard to see on the tiny screen if your shot is perfectly in focus. So here's a tip. For videos, you can set the focus to infinity, which can focus on subjects as close as 93 centimeters or about 3 feet away. Now third, shooting in 3D does have some additional limits, such as the need for stabilization for viewer comfort. The test unit I got had no stabilization yet, but in the future, Qandao said that the Ego will have electronic stabilization via firmware update. Meanwhile, until that happens, I will be using a gimbal or tripod. Notwithstanding these drawbacks, I think Kucam Ego is currently the most practical way to capture immersive photos and videos for VR headsets. If you want to buy the Kucam Ego, it's available direct from Qandao in the link below at $369. If you have any questions, post them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer all of them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in 3D.